A Charlotte City Councilman currently being investigated by the state for his business dealings is now facing new allegations from former coworkers and friends.
Well, in an exclusive interview tonight with Queen City News' Emma Withrow, James Smuggie Mitchell's campaign data director is coming forward now to explain what has gone on behind the scenes. Now, our chief political correspondent Emma Withrow reports on why he wants voters to know exactly what happened.
Who is the real Smuggie Mitchell?
You know,
Jenny? Who is the real Smuggie Mitchell?
No, we're not going to answer that question.
That's Jenny and Jeff Marshall. Jeff met James Smuggie Mitchell when he was working on Michael Bloomberg's presidential campaign. Jeff was the data director and Smuggie was the campaign's state director.
After a while, it was, we had struck up a friendship.
Their friendship grew when Smuggie told Jeff he wanted to get back on the Charlotte City Council and asked for help with his campaign.
I was anticipating a person who'd been an elected official for, 14 plus years to have everything put together really well. Whether it's financial, whether it was data, whether it was volunteers, people that were coming into the campaign. And from day one, it was almost like building from scratch a very new rookie candidate, and so those kind of were big red flags to me.
As for Jenny, she met Smuggie through her husband, Jeff. Jenny's one of North Carolina's elected Democratic National Committee members and has a long resume of political experience. When she heard about the dynamics of Smuggie's campaign, she was perplexed, especially when it came to fundraising. Jenny, what was your reaction when you heard he wasn't associating with Act Blue?
Everybody signs up with Act Blue. It's the easiest, most reliable source that you can get donors from. I mean, people are used to donating, especially on the Democratic side, used to donating through Act Blue. And so when Jeff told me that all he had was a PayPal account, I was like, well, that's odd, because Act Blue is reliable reporting. It's reliable contributions.
Jeff even tried to help Smuggie sign up with Act Blue, which serves as the Democratic Party's main fundraising source.
I actually had a pretty high up contact at Act Blue, and so I contacted them, and they're like, hey, listen, we sent the email for verification. So when you set these up, you have to have your bank verified. And I even asked Smuggie, I said, hey, I can sit right next to your laptop. The email came in there, I can walk you through the process. And he really turned me down on that process that happened.
Jeff said Smuggie claimed he didn't need Act Blue to fundraise for him. He could do it himself and was always able to raise the money. But when Smuggie started requesting services from Jeff and Jenny's printing company, they started questioning if he really did have the money, not only to run his campaign, but just pay his bills.
And after that, we started rolling out doing vinyl banners, doing yard signs, t-shirts, doing the mailers, door hangers, palm cards. And the normal things that we do on a campaign.
Jeff and Jenny started Next Digital Print in 2020 and have worked on building up their small business ever since.
So at first it was good. When we started getting up there, the yard signs and combined with the t-shirts was a higher dollar amount. And when we got to that, he came to me, he's like, hey, I can't pay you for a couple weeks, we got to fundraise to this.
And according to Jeff and documentation provided, Smuggie usually did end up paying. Until he didn't.
What's really going on here, and we could never get a true answer, and it was always an excuse, always admitted to owing me money, always said he was going to pay me, and he said he always paid his bills, but here we are.
So how much does he still owe you?
Currently with the interest charges that are occurring, about $3,300.
After 3 months of begging Smuggie to pay his bill, resulting in excuses and broken promises, Jeff and Jenny decided to hire an attorney.
And it's not just an empty threat. Like,
right.
we're serious about this. And regardless if, we get half of it back because attorney's fees eat up the other half, it's the right thing to do.
It's about principle.
It is about principle. Making sure that, we make sure that clients pay their bills and that clients do pay their bills.
Jeff and Jenny's attorney sent Smuggie a letter in August demanding he pay his bill by the end of the month, but never heard back. Since the bill remains unpaid, we asked Smuggie about it at the Charlotte City Council meeting. One of your former campaign employees says that you owe him and his wife more than $3,000. Why haven't you paid them?
No comment.
I counted him a really close friend. And to where if he will basically stab his good friends in the back, then, you know, the people of Charlotte are in trouble.